Changpeng Zhao, widely known as CZ, describes his early self as a normal, slightly geeky kid. Growing up in Vancouver, he played volleyball, stuck to a minimalist lifestyle, and gave no early indications that he would one day command a financial empire. Yet in 2013, he made a staggering financial decision. He liquidated his only major asset, a $900,000 apartment, and poured the entirety of that cash directly into digital, decentralized coins. This animated equation breaks down the exact math of the trade. By dividing his $900,000 investment by an average Bitcoin entry price of $600, his initial stake eventually multiplied into a return of roughly $121 million. To the average observer, doing this looks like complete financial madness. It resembles a blind gamble, equivalent to placing your entire life savings on a single spin of a roulette wheel. He compounded the apparent danger by quitting his steady, reliable job on the exact same day he sold his home.
We view this sequence of events as a reckless leap, but that perspective assumes a definition of risk that completely misses how elite operators actually calculate failure. The initial catalyst occurred during a friendly poker game in 2013. As friends explained the mechanics of the blockchain, CZ recognized a generational technology shift moving at the same scale as the early internet. His leap was like a trapeze act. An acrobat releasing the bar mid-air triggers panic, but look down. A massive reinforced net is waiting below. For CZ, that invisible safety net was an extremely rare, highly employable technical skill set. Long before crypto existed, he spent years building complex financial trading architecture at Bloomberg in New York. He possessed absolute mastery over systems that traditional markets relied on daily. His internal math accounted for the worst-case scenario. If Bitcoin crashed to zero and erased his entire apartment fund, his skills guaranteed he could simply walk onto Wall Street and demand a high-paying position the very next day. The extremity of an action does not determine its danger. Risk is dictated entirely by an individual's baseline capacity to absorb the fall. Secure in his ability to survive failure, CZ immersed himself in the industry by taking a job at a grassroots startup called blockchain.info. The operation ignored traditional business norms, run by a 20-year-old founder, serving 20 million users, completely without a physical corporate office. The startup bypassed the banking sector entirely. When payday arrived, the company simply routed direct crypto transfers to the digital wallets of its employees. Next, he moved to OKCoin in China. He placed himself directly in the engine room to learn the precise day-to-day mechanical operations required to run a digital currency exchange. In 2017, armed with fintech architecture skills and deep ties to the emerging community, he launched an initial coin offering to fund his platform, Binance. These career transitions represent a highly deliberate sequence. He spent years undertaking a rigorous apprenticeship to master the architecture of a multi-billion-dollar platform before ever attempting to build his own. This chart captures the scale of the Binance launch. The flat baseline suddenly spikes vertically upward, illustrating an ICO that raised $15 million in days and delivered a 4,100x return to its early believers. Observers often attach the label accidental billionaire to founders who strike gold in emerging markets. When examining CZ's timeline, that narrative immediately collapses. Binance appears to be a sudden, overnight triumph, only if you ignore the 15 preceding years of meticulous technical preparation and deliberate career positioning. The strategy applies far beyond the tech sector. Whether starting a new company or executing a massive career pivot, the most reliable way to survive a high-stakes leap is to aggressively cultivate your own highly valuable expertise first. You earn the right to take the biggest swings imaginable once you have forged a safety net strong enough to catch your fall.